Hello guys, New Times here, welcome to a new video, and today we're talking about the brand new M1 chip powered iPad Air, and we're gonna see if it's actually a very good value or if it's actually more worth to look towards the Pro. Okay, so the iPad Air was announced a couple of weeks ago in Apple's Spring 2022 event, and even though we knew a refresh was coming, what we didn't expect is that it would have the M1 chip, which is the same chip that's pretty much famous now. It's been on many Macs, like the Mac Mini, MacBook Pro, MacBook Air, and also the iPad Pro, and now they brought it down all the way to the iPad Air. Now, for a starting price of $600, basically, might seem like a pretty good deal. However, when you start looking at the functions and then compare them to the iPad Pro, it's not all that much of a good deal. So today we're gonna see them side by side and see whether it's more worth for you to go with the iPad Pro or the iPad Air. Okay, so first of all, we're gonna start with the pricing. So the pricing starts at $599 for the iPad Air and $799 for the iPad Pro. Now this is a $200 difference, which is quite a lot. However, the iPad Air starts at 64 gigabytes, and if you want 256, which is the only other option you have, you'll have to spend $749, and that's a $150 pounds difference, so that's quite a bit. However, at this point we're looking at the iPad Pro territory, and the iPad Pro starts at 128 gigabytes. So if you know you won't need the 128 gigabytes extra that 256 gives you, what can you get for just $50 more? Well, even though the designs are pretty similar, there's quite a lot of differences. Well, they both have the same M1 chip and a very similar screen at just 0.1 inches bigger on the iPad Pro. The iPad Pro also gets an extra ultra-wide camera and a LiDAR sensor. That's good if you're gonna do a lot of AR on it. The iPad Pro also gets Face ID rather than Touch ID in the power button like the iPad Air has, which actually is more convenient on a tablet. Then, while the iPad Air got an updated USB-C connector this time around, the iPad Pro is still better, having a Thunderbolt 4 port. Besides this, the iPad Pro also has a 4-speaker setup, which is pretty good, and it can record video in stereo, if you're into recording video with the iPad, which you probably shouldn't be, but if you are, you have that. But the most important difference to many people will probably be ProMotion, with the iPad Pro having a 120Hz screen, which is pretty much better. Now, for many people, this alone might be the deal breaker to go towards the Pro. However, if you're not convinced alone, let me tell you something else. Since the iPad Pro is a year and a half old at this point, but has the same chip, and we'll probably see a refresh later this year, but still, it's what we have. But it's actually been on sale continually, and you can really find it on Amazon for even cheaper than the 256 iPad Air. Now, granted, of course, you get half the storage, but if you don't really need a lot of storage, then I think the iPad Pro is the way to go. So, given all this, I think there's only two reasons why you should stick with the iPad Air rather than the iPad Pro. First, if you are 100% sure that you only want 64 gigabytes and will not want more ever, because of course it's not upgradable, then you should probably go with the iPad Air because it's cheaper and you'll save that extra bucks to probably get the Apple Pencil or keyboard or some accessories. And also, this might be kind of a slighter reason, but some people might have it, is the colors. The iPad Air is available in many more colors than the iPad Pro, some of which are actually pretty cool and stunning, like that blue. But yeah, this is what my conclusion is after seeing the new iPad, which sounded very good with the M1 at first, but when you actually go compare them side by side with the Pro, it's probably better to go with the iPad Pro. But yeah, did I convince you? Are you getting the Pro? Are you getting the Air? Please let me know down below in the comments, and also if you have any questions at all, please feel free to ask me and I will do my best to answer. Also, you can follow me on Twitter, where I post random things, or on Instagram, and you can contact me there if you have more serious questions. But yeah, please thumbs up if you found this video helpful, and subscribe for more Apple-related content coming every week. Thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye!